Good day, everybody, and welcome to a new video from your channel, Alson Videos. We hope we can help language students by providing simple English articles where you can learn about interesting topics while practicing your English skills. The subtitles of this video will be shown on this screen for reference, and for further assistance, you can find the translation in multiple languages by enabling the subtitles from the bottom right corner of the video. What is a superhero? A superhero is somebody with powers that go beyond what a normal human has. Superheroes use their powers to fight evil and crime. Superhero history. The first popular superhero was Superman, who was created in 1938. But the concept of a superhero existed before then, in the early 1900s. The history of the superheroes can be shown through 5 ages. These are the Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, Late Bronze Age, and the Modern Age. We will start with the Golden Age and move through the ages from there. The Golden Age. The Golden Age extends from 1938 to 1954. It covers the beginning of superheroes and their comic books. After the release and rise to stardom of Superman, many superheroes were created. Many comic book companies formed, and dozens of superheroes were created in the first few years. Marvel created their first superhero, the Human Torch, in 1939. Only 5 years later, millions of comic books were being sold each month. In 1945, superhero sales began to decrease, and many comic book publishers went out of business. This was because of no new ideas for the superheroes to fight. The Golden Age ended in 1954, when comic books began to lose more sales after new regulations were created. The regulations led to simpler comics, and people were not interested. The Silver Age. The Silver Age extended from 1956 to 1969. Television had become more popular than comic books, with Superman being the last popular superhero. This age of superheroes led to many technology-based villains and heroes. DC Comics released a new version of the superhero Flash, which led to superheroes becoming popular again. Sales of comic books began to increase, and new heroes and villains were released. One method DC used to increase sales was the introduction of a multiverse. They created Earth 2, which featured many Golden Age heroes. DC also recreated Batman, making him a popular superhero once again. Marvel entered the comic book industry again with the releases of the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, both created by Stan Lee. During this time, there became a clear distinction between DC and Marvel. DC had more fantasy-based comics, while Marvel's were more realistic and the heroes had personal issues. The Silver Age was a time of new superheroes and comics. The Bronze Age. The Bronze Age was from 1970 to 1980. At the beginning of the Bronze Age, DC Comics began to use stories similar to Marvel's, but these stories failed, so they stopped selling them. The Bronze Age was also the first time superheroes represented social issues. For example, Green Lantern and Green Arrow were opposites on the political spectrum. This was the start of more political comics coming out. These political comics became very common during the Bronze Age. The Bronze Age was very notable for Marvel and DC. The Late Bronze Age. The Late Bronze Age was from 1980 to 1984. The Late Bronze Age was a time for improved heroes with reasons to be heroes. Some superheroes were anti-heroes who used violent methods to achieve their goals. This age also led to comic book stores, as the old way of selling comics at random places around town wasn't working. The Late Bronze Age is an important shift to the Modern Age. The Modern Age. The Modern Age extends from 1985 to today. The superheroes have continued to grow more popular and more serious. Heroes now have weaknesses to go with their incredible powers. We now can enjoy superheroes in more ways than ever, including online streaming and movies. Different superheroes. There are hundreds of different superheroes in the world, all with different powers and backstories. Some heroes have out-of-this-world powers, while some have worked for their powers after tragic backstories. Below, there will be several different superheroes with more in-depth explanations than were given above. Superman. Superman was created by DC Comics in June of 1938. Superman has out-of-this-world powers, as he was born on Krypton and sent to Earth as a child. He has several powers, including invulnerability, super strength, incredible jumping power, and the ability to fire lasers from his eyes. When he is not saving lives, he is a journalist named Clark Kent, which he uses to protect his identity. Superman is one of the most successful superheroes of all time. The Incredible Hulk. The Hulk was created during the summer of 1962 by Marvel Comics. He is an anti-hero who possesses incredible strength but little intellect. He was struck by a bomb that he made, filling his body with radiation. Unlike Superman, the Hulk has no control over when he is the Hulk or a normal person. When normal, he is Bruce Banner, a scientist. But when he turns angry, he becomes the Hulk and loses most of his self-control and intellect. Batman. Batman was created in 1939 by DC Comics. He is unlike most superheroes because he does not have any powers. Batman is Bruce Wayne, a billionaire who lost his parents at a young age. Using his money and his company, Wayne Tech, he creates gadgets and equipment to help him fight crime. He is most similar to a detective, as he is very smart and understands crime. Batman goes through rigorous training to help him fight crime the best he can, as he is just a normal, wealthy human. Summary. Superheroes have a lengthy history, and there are many different superheroes. All superheroes are different, and it is important to know the history of superheroes so you can understand different ones better. For example, a superhero from the Golden Age would not be the same as one from the modern age. Everybody has different perspectives on superheroes, but as time goes on, there is one for everybody. The heroes described above are some of the most popular in the world, but they are not the only ones. That is the history of superheroes, how different ones were made, and examples of different superheroes.